It's a crime. It is a crime. It's a crime. Abortion is a crime. A crime and a crime and a crime. Welcome to King Reynard Podcast, where we educate, elevate, and inspire you to greatness. Listen, this is the only podcast in the entire globe that speaks the things that nobody is willing to talk about because we know you need help. Who told you that by doing away with that kid through abortion, you have actually saved yourself the pressure? Never. The dangers of abortion outweighs the glory. The first danger that is obvious is the mental torture that you will go through as a murderer. You will, for the rest of your life, live knowing that you killed a child, an innocent angel who never asked you to come. You will never forget about that. Number two, abortion puts you at a place where you are completely disoriented, because let me talk to you about the spiritual aspect of it. Those children that you remove and abort and stash into the dustbin, those who are supposed to be human beings who would have built destinies and a generation behind them, and you, being so selfish and afraid of people's opinions, you go ahead and take that kid out because you're trying to run away from the temporary shame of giving birth before marriage and forgetting the permanent shame of not being responsible as a mother. Hello? If you've made it this far, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us, because this information is very important. King Reynard Podcast is the only place you come to learn. Listen to me. Abortion is not just the action of taking out the embryo or the fetus. No. Abortion is an action of exterminating an entire generation behind you. We are talking about femicide, we are talking about homicide, we are talking about the other side in what? Homicide. The other one is the one that happened in Rwanda. Genocide. But do you know there is a worse genocide that is happening in your womb? You're not killing one child. You're killing a child who would have given birth to other children, who could have given birth to other children, and an entire generation is being exterminated because of your insecurity, because of people's opinions, and your shame that you just don't want people to think I have a child. Listen to me, mama. Listen to me, young girl. If you have that baby, what if that baby would have changed your life around? I have a story and I keep telling it, and I love telling it because this story is one of the favorite stories for me. So one day I was in my house and a girl that I know calls me and she's like, Reynard, please send me 5,000 shillings. And for me, it's like, and anytime a lady asks me for 5,000, I already know what they want to do with the money. Abortion. And I just asked her, what's wrong, dear? Tell me, what's the problem? And she was like, no, just send me the money. I will send it back in a month. And immediately I asked her, who is responsible for the child? Who told you I'm pregnant? And then I hit it hard. And before you realize, we were having a conversation. So I talked to this girl like I'm talking to you today. I told the girl facts about whether this child is going to be the life changer. And she told me, my auntie is going to chase me out of the house. I will be killed. And I was like, nobody will kill you for getting pregnant. Even if they are mad at you, run to the street, suffer with your kid. When you give birth to that kid, one day you'll tell the kid the story of how you're chased because of him or her, and they will love you for the rest of their life. And then this girl listened to me, and she never aborted. So 2 years later, I think 2 or 3 years later, this girl posts a picture of her child on social media. And one story leads to another. One Pampers company reaches out to this girl that they would like to use the picture plus more to advertise their Pampers. And long story short, this child who would have been aborted ends up giving this woman a deal of her lifetime. Up till now, I think she's still enjoying the royalties of this deal. And here you are, running around like an headless chicken, trying to remove a baby that you did not initiate. Who tells you? Do you think God was stupid that he could say, okay, let this sperm and egg meet, and then because it's a mistake? No child is a biological mistake. No. They might have been a mistake to you, but they are never a mistake in the mind of him who created them. Listen, there's another story I love, and it was a story of this woman who had burnt body, like her entire skin was burnt. So this child used to go to school, and she never knew why the mother had that kind of skin. So whenever she went to school, people used to laugh at her. Your mother has a burnt skin. And then she felt bad, and one day she went to talk to her mother and asked the mother, Mommy, why is your skin like this? And listen to the story. The mother narrated how when this child was about 8 months old, their house caught fire. And in the process, nobody was willing to go and rescue the child. She was in the house. And then the mother, thinking of her child, rushed into the fire, grabbed the child, wrapped her with a blanket, ran through the fire and threw the child away, and her entire skin got burnt, trying to rescue her baby. When the girl heard the story of how her mother risked her entire life to keep her alive, she went back to school, and anybody who tried to laugh at her mother was beaten. She started fighting for her mother, and she grew up to become a wonderful journalist who changed the life of her mother, and the story changed several people's lives. And here you are, you're too guilty to rescue a child that has been put in your womb by God, simply because you're like, I don't know what people will say. Let them talk. Who tells you they won't talk if you don't give birth to a child, if you're barren? What if the effect of your abortion leads you to barrenness? Do you think they won't talk if you're barren? They will talk. I'd rather they talk because you took responsibility than them talking because you aborted a child. And if you're here and you're a man, and you are the one who procures abortion, and you're the first one to say, let's take out that child, you are an imbecile who has no strength of a man. In fact, you should be listed as a lesbian, and we have no option but to cut you off of the male fraternity. Any man who tells you to abort a child is irresponsible. And please, if they do that, come to my inbox through our podcast, King Reynard Podcast. I will make sure I pass you them to the end with the little law that I have. Don't you let anybody push you into becoming a murderer. We are looking for people who have killed the MP of Kasipul, the murders of MPs of Kasipul. May his soul rest in eternal peace. Yet we should be looking for you too for murdering a president who was in your womb. Don't you let anybody pressurize you to abort a child who you don't know their destiny. Abortion is not just bad. It is dangerous for you, dangerous for the child, and dangerous for the society. And let me tell you something you may not know. The elites wants you to procure abortion because to them, the population of the earth is huge, and they need to cut it short. They need to reduce it. And you are perpetuating their nonsense by any time you procure an abortion. Girls, ladies, men, if you have a child, please, you don't know the beauty of embracing that child, because when they finally come into your laps, you may struggle with them, but you will be a proud, struggling parent because you never gave up on your child. Please, don't let this video be another video you watch and pass. Let this video be a wake-up call to you. If you've ever procured an abortion, may the Lord forgive you. But if you are pregnant right now and you're thinking of aborting, don't you do it. Please don't. And algorithm, please share this video to anyone who has been looking for pills for abortion. Please get them to watch this video because they need help. Until next time, cheers.